I sometimes wonder if Rye's life could have been completely different and changed for the better if I had been diagnosed properly a lot sooner.
Who was your child before Lyme disease?
I don't really know him before Lyme disease. I was pretty sure from the time he was a very tiny infant, we're talking a couple months old, that something was wrong with him. He's been sick his whole life, and I don't really know much outside of that.
How has your child progressed developmentally?
Developmentally, he didn't really have any issues, but it was constant rashes, eczema, really bright red cheeks all the time.
What has Ryland's treatment process been like?
He was diagnosed at 5 years old, about halfway through kindergarten, and he started treatment right away. We did different antibiotic rounds and nystatin, and some meds helped, some didn't. Some caused major herxes, and some didn't do anything. He has catastrophizing anxiety, which can be caused by traumatic events or such, and I wouldn't be surprised if his life has been a cause of that.
With all that you know about Lyme now, what is it like being a parent to a child with Lyme?
It really is hard knowing that I gave it to him, and sometimes I take that guilt on myself, and then sometimes I switch it to those many doctors that just didn't help me when I knew something was wrong. And then we found out a year after he was diagnosed that he also has congenital Lyme carditis. So not only does he have congenital Lyme, he has a congenital heart defect because I wasn't diagnosed properly in time.
How has your family handled the financial burden of having Lyme?
I had to forego treatment for myself for several years because I obviously, as a mother, chose to treat Rye instead. Lyme literate doctors are usually not covered by insurance, so we would have to split those costs out of pocket to see him, and really the only way we could do it is just not treat myself.
What are some resources you wish were more readily available to children with Lyme?
Rye got lucky, honestly. Like, had it been me at his age, I probably wouldn't have had most of the resources that he had. And I learned a lot of my stuff through Lyme Warrior. So I was able to take my knowledge from Lyme Warrior. I found the organization shortly after I was diagnosed, and that's what really got me into researching all this other stuff.
What has been the most unexpected part of this journey for you and Rye?
We have grown as mother and son very close. We have this understanding of each other. Nobody else truly knows what we go through unless you go through it yourself.
How can people best support a child with Lyme?
It's hard to, especially as a child, to have these burdens and these issues and these feelings and not fully understand them yourself. But if you as an adult or even a childhood friend can take a couple of minutes to just research what is Lyme disease, what are their symptoms, how can I help my friend that has Lyme disease, just showing that you care in that little bit would be amazing.